Are you trying to dominate your fantasy football league? Do you want so many championship rings it's impossible to sign autographs? Well, crack open a beer, pour yourself a glass of bourbon, and settle in, because you've come to the right place. Welcome to HammerCast. We're here to talk all things football, barbecue, bourbon, and beer. Here are your hosts, Kenneth Smith, David Stidham, and Chad Taylor. It's time to grind.
Hello, Hammer Nation. We're back with you again. Hey guys, we got a fun one for you tonight. We're going to do another mock draft. We are absolutely in the heat of draft season right now. I've got David Stidham and Chad Taylor with me tonight. They are my partners in crime and our co-host of the HammerCast. So, Dave, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good.
Yeah, Chad, how's it going, man?
Going good. Ready to do this, man.
The sledgehammer.
Hey
guys, before we get started, let's go ahead and let's find out what we're drinking on tonight. Dave, you drinking tonight?
Yeah, I'm drinking some bourbon. I'm sipping on the pig, little whistle pig.
You got I like it.
10-year single barrel.
Whistly pig. Chad, what you got? You got a silver bullet over there?
Nah, man, I got a little Love Street. It's a Carbach Brewery in Houston, Texas. It's a blonde Kolsch.
Nice.
Yeah, really, really tasty beer. We're in the dog days of summer down here. It's hotter than Satan's taint.
Lord.
It's heard
cold as a witch's titty, but I've not heard hot as Satan's taint. That's
come down and you'll know exactly what it is.
I'm not going to Google that one.
We're in the over 100 every day now, so
that's nuts, man. I know
nice
I've been there in summer, and it's what we're doing with that. For y'all that don't know, and most of you already do, he's down there in Austin, Texas, and I don't know how they even grow grass down there. It's so hot. But guys, I'm doing my Captain Morgan's tonight. It's just it's a simple night for me, not doing anything too heavy, just a little bit. So anyway, guys, let's do a little housekeeping here before we get started. We've got the screen shared. We're going to do the mock draft, but want to let everybody know that we have now partnered with Monkey Knife Fight. We're excited to announce that. You're going to get the best bonuses in the industry. All you have to do is when you sign up, just go over to Monkey Knife Fight. I think it's monkeyknifefight.com, but it's easy to find, and use code HammerCast. It's that simple. You're going to get your big bonus when you make your first deposit, and you're going to have fun playing it. And Dave knows a lot about it.
I love Monkey Knife Fight, and it's so much fun. It's basically prop betting, and it's almost like parlay prop betting. You can, pick the Packer Bear game, and they're gonna, I may have some Devontae Adams, some Allen Robinson, some Aaron Rodgers, and it really makes watching the games interesting, just like DFS does. But Monkey Knife Fight, they're very creative. They got so many fun games, so many fun ways to play, and it's literally like playing games and winning
make
money.
It fun for you.
And I'll tell you what, I won. I did pretty well with Monkey. I had more fun playing Monkey Knife Fight than a lot of things I did last year.
Oh man!
And so we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna talk about Monkey Knife Fight this year. We're gonna talk about some of our bets.
Yep.
And throw some things out there. And so it's gonna be fun. We hope you guys. If you don't have an account, like Kenneth said, get on there, check it out. It's free to sign up. You got to put a deposit in, but put HammerCast in the code.
Yeah,
and,
put HammerCast in the code. You're going to get your bonus.
Helps us out a little bit, and helps you out a little bit.
Yeah, and it helps us out a lot, guys. That's, we don't ask for a lot on this on our channel, but if you go there, we're just going to ask you that you use HammerCast as your code, and we're going to have a lot of fun with that. And we'll get into that in another episode, and we'll get Jesse Schuster on to kind of talk about DFS and some of that kind of stuff.
We've got some content already on the site too. Jesse's done a really good job putting together a kind of a starter kit for DFS for folks that want to get into the game that haven't done that yet. And honestly, I know a lot of people are intimidated by it, but with Monkey Knife Fight, you use the code, you get some free dollars to stack on, and gives you a little bit more freedom to play around. So go ahead and do that and help us out a lot. And we look forward to hearing how well you do.
Yeah, we'll do a whole show on Monkey Knife Fight. But some more announcements. Chad, you want to talk about our giveaway for August?
Sure, yeah. So we just closed out the giveaway for July. We gave away a authentically signed Alvin Kamara jersey, and that was gladly received by one of our listeners. And for the month of August, we're doing something a little bit different. So we actually have, we're calling it Winner's Choice. And if you are selected as our subscriber that wins for August, you'll have your choice between a Devontae Adams signed helmet, a Galladay, yeah, sorry, Galladay
I do that
jersey.
all the time.
Yeah, I was like Galladay jersey and a Allen Robinson jersey. So you'll have 3 to choose from. You can pick the one that you.
I don't know what I would pick on that.
It's pretty tough, man. They're all really sweet. If you, I'm not going to lie to you, that Galladay jersey is
it's sweet.
It's really cool.
I've got so many shares of A-Rob this year. You know what?
You might get him. Yeah, if you were to choose.
That'd be a cool one to have.
So anyway, guys, you can just go over to HammerCast.com. It's so simple. If you haven't subscribed yet to the Hammer Nation, man, it takes 2 seconds. Go in there, put your email in. That's all we ask. We don't even blast you with emails and a whole bunch of content. We want you to be part of the Hammer Nation, and we want to reward you by giving you some of this stuff. So
like Kim said, super simple email to subscribe to the on the website, and then just head over to our YouTube channel and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. You do those 2 things, you're in it to win it.
Yes. So cool. So here we are, guys. We got the screen shared, and we're going to do a mock draft. Dave, why don't you set us up with kind of what we're doing here, what our scoring system is.
And we've done a couple of these, and we're just doing a little bit different every time. And Kenneth, you can go ahead and start the draft because it keeps refreshing.
Sure. Yep. Okay.
Basically, this is going to be a standard Superflex draft. And if you don't know Superflex, it basically means you start a quarterback, and then you have an option to start another quarterback in what they call a Superflex position. We're going to go with one quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 2 flex spots, which allow you to have a running back, wide receiver, and tight end, and then that super flex spot. And a lot of people have several different strategies on super flex. I don't vary too much when I do a super flex because I still think it's all relative. And so we're going to go through this draft. We're going to do it together. And obviously, we're looking at the draft board right now.
Wow.
McCaffrey goes number 1, of course. 3 quarterbacks just go.
Oh, my
Dak
gosh.
Prescott number 1, which is kind of crazy. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. So we're sitting here at the 5th pick, and I can promise you that my boys are not going to say,
can you see my mouse moving?
I don't even think we need to even talk about this. The idea that at the 5th pick we're going to get Saquon Barkley, sign me up.
Absolutely, guys. All right. So here we go. So we're playing this as a are we playing this as a dynasty? I guess it's redraft.
Redraft.
Yeah. Okay. So here we are, guys. If you haven't known us, which most of you do by now, we do love stacking running backs early. What do you guys want to take a look at here? We've got I wish I could get that open. You know what? Let me open this in a new tab. That way we can see. I can go back and forth. So here we go.
There we go.
So now everybody can see the full board. There's been 1, 2, 3.
I would definitely 100% want to look at the running backs.
Yeah, let's take a look. Oops. Here we go. Running backs. Oh, my gosh.
And you're sitting there. I mean, I just cannot believe Nick Chubb is still there at 208. I'm a big believer in Chubb. I know you guys aren't maybe as big as I am on Chubb. I'm huge on Chubb. Austin Eckler, Josh Jacobs, Aaron Jones.
I mean, you're getting him at this spot. I got no problem with it at all. Yeah, absolutely. He's a beast, and he's gonna eat in that offense for sure. And for him to be here at where we're at right now is unbelievable.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Barkley and Chubb.
Yeah. Let's just auto smash Chubb, guys. I would be okay, listeners and watchers here, if you liked one of these other guys over the other. But to me, Chubb is ranked ahead of Jacobs and Jones, and of course, Gurley and Fournette should not even be in this tier. I don't know what they're thinking, but and Eckler we like, but I think Chubb's the man. Do y'all want to go Chubb?
Yes,
I'm with you.
That's
sick.
That's beautiful.
Barkley and Chubb.
That's crazy. And so, gosh, only Eckler and Jacobs went off the board, and so here we are at 3-5. The receivers are starting to pop off. But
oh my gosh, just look who's still here. This is redraft league, guys. So age doesn't matter as much. Look who's still here. Oh, Julio went right after us. Okay, I thought Julio was still there. All right.
Yeah.
Man, there's some good ones. Let's take
guys, as deep as receiver is
God,
this year,
Aaron Jones in the
tight
third,
end
guys.
is this year. You got a 94% ECR rating on Aaron Jones right now.
That means that he's going to be gone. 94% chance he's going to be gone by the time it gets to us.
Yeah, 3.5 to get the number 2 rated running back. Now I know he's going to regress a little bit because he was touchdown heavy last year, but that team is going to run the ball a lot this year, and he's also the pass catching back, and so I'm a big believer in Aaron Jones still. And to get him in the third round as our RB3,
our third running back, Aaron Jones.
That sets us up to be very flexible here coming up for the rest of these rounds.
I don't think we need to look any further, do we?
No, I don't either. And I mean, we're seeing this over and over again, and not even just in mock drafts, but in some of the real drafts we've been in. You know, like the fade on this guy is massive right now, and
value.
We talked about it before, and it's even if he regresses from where he was last year, he is still far better than where he's being selected right now. And so absolutely gobble him up.
Boom. I can't believe this. Let's convert this to a real team.
I mean, you got Barkley, Chubb, and Aaron Jones. And coming back around, look at all the quarterbacks going off the board. I'd love to see that. Juju almost made it to us, and we did lose on DJ Moore. But
Thielen,
I'm willing to
look. Thielen went before Moore and Juju this time. His stock's rising, especially in a redraft league. I love Thielen. I mean, he's gone now, but let's see. All right, now I definitely see the drop off. Aren't you? Well, oh my gosh, guys, he'll be there. But look,
I know there's a part of me that says, "Screw it, let's pull a Chad." Let's pull a Chad. Chad took 5 running backs in our last draft in the first 6 rounds.
Hey, man, if you're going to give them to me, I'm going to take them.
I will too. And but you know, I mean, I'm not taking a quarterback till I don't care, even if it's a super flex.
Well, I would here if anybody worthy of a top 1 or 2 tier quarterback was there, but they're just not.
Right.
No. And then you look at the receiver. Who do you got at receiver there?
Well, we got a lot of good ones.
Cooper,
I mean, I would love to have any of those guys. So if we take Jonathan Taylor here and just show people what it would be like to take bam, 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 bam on running backs, we're going to get one of these guys as our number 1. And I'm okay with that. I love
Jonathan Taylor. And if we can have Jonathan Taylor as our RB4, I know it's crazy, but you know what? Hey, we're not here to play safe. We're here to show these guys how to win a league.
Yeah, and just remember, you've got 2 flex spots in this league, and a
super flex. You don't have to play a quarterback.
This literally means that we can play all 4 of these guys every week.
Absolutely,
guys. If we wanted to, we could take 5 running backs. You don't have to play a quarterback in the super flex if you don't want to.
Exactly. You know, and a lot of people think they have to play a quarterback, and but if you look at the tier breakdowns, your quarterback's 19 through 32. Or even like 21 to 32.
You're going to be getting 14, 15 points a week, maybe.
Exactly. Yeah. They are. Last year, and a lot of people don't know this, last year Aaron Rodgers had 10 weeks of quarterback 22 or worse. And he only had like 4 huge weeks. If you had Aaron Rodgers, you lost your league, but he's got that name value. And so, I could easily put a running back like a Jonathan Taylor who has the upside in place of Aaron Rod of a quarterback 22 type, and probably have a better ceiling than I would with or at least a better, than I would an average quarterback. What Kenneth's doing over there?
Yeah, I'm playing, but I have to show you this.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire went 11 overall.
Yeah, he went in the first round, and here we are close to the end of the fourth round with a chance to take what I think is the better player.
I think so too. I think this is dumb. Let's just quit discussing it and grab our boy.
All right. Look how pretty that looks.
Oh my gosh. Slight reach. They're crazy. You see that down there? They let you know.
I'm gonna point out, I always feel like quarterback's a trap in a standard draft or a non-Superflex league draft. It's twice the trap, I think, in Superflex, because it's even more pressure to make you feel like you got to get a quarterback early on. And, sure, if you get one of the top guys, that might be the right play. But if you miss out on one of those top guys, don't get caught chasing a mid-tier quarterback just to fill that spot on the roster.
Perfectly said.
All right.
Look at that receiver position.
Yeah, let's take a look now. Oh, man, Bobby Trees, guys. Or A.J. Brown. I don't know. Redraft. I think Bobby Trees.
I love Robert Woods a lot. To get him, I would take Robert Woods right here. A lot of people are projecting him to be a wide receiver 1 this year.
I think he will be.
Yeah. And so to be able to get him in the 5th round, and still have those 4 bulls up front in front of him, the running backs, I'm pretty good with that.
Let me ask you this, Dave. Do you and Chad, both of you, do you want Robert Woods or DJ Chark? And a reminder to our listeners: this is redraft, not dynasty. And even so, it may not matter on this pick. But
I think I'm still in the Woods camp personally. The way he was playing at the end of the year last year, I think is a predictor for how he'll start out this year. There's still a lot of people in the Cup camp, but I think the smart money's with Woods in that offense.
Yeah.
I think once they changed the scheme, you started to see that last year. And, for me, recent history is the best indicator of what you're going to see moving forward. And that's why I would probably go Woods here.
Dave, you good with that?
I'm good. I love him.
Yeah. Man, this is ridiculous. You know what? Let's see. All right, so there goes David Johnson. That's interesting. Mark Ingram right there. Well, it's redraft. I got to keep telling myself that.
All right, go back to the receivers.
Yep, we got time here so everybody can see. Metcalf goes 5'10". I've seen him go way earlier than that.
He's going before Tyler Lockett, and I think that's borderline criminal.
I know.
And
look at all of them.
Yeah.
Look at all the wide receivers go.
Yeah, big run on receivers there.
Ooh, now it's not looking quite as pretty. There's some guys we like, of course, but
I'm all of it. Well, we got Devontae Parker, Tyler Boyd, AJ Green, Julian Edelman, Marquise Brown. A lot of people are fading Parker a little bit because of their, the small sample size of success he had last year. They had 2 receivers that opted out. I do believe that he is going to be the number 1 receiver. Preston Williams still coming off an injury. I believe he's going to be targeted a lot. He's going to be a number 1, and he's a stud. And if Fitzpatrick's in there, he's going to go to him early and often. He was clearly his number 1 target. And we got to remember last year when Parker played those last 7 games. He was in the top 5 wide receivers. And so to get him as our wide receiver 2 in the 6th round.
He had 1,200 yards receiving last year. 9 touchdowns.
Again, he's another perfect example of that, recent history. Right? He closed the season out strong. He got a lot of people in the playoffs and won a lot of games for a lot of people in the playoffs. So, and I like Tyler Boyd a lot too. I think he's got a ton of upside. The reason I probably go Parker here is because of the name that's right underneath Tyler Boyd. We don't know. I mean, AJ Green is AJ Green. Don't know what we're going to get there, but he's still got potential to make noise with that team, and that scares me a little bit off of Boyd.
I'm with you. I like Parker because number 1, he's going to be the number 1 target, and Tyler Boyd, there's going to be a lot of targets, and it is a rookie quarterback. I think the upside is really nice, but I think Parker's the play for me.
Okay, I'm with you guys because I'm nervous. We have to have two. We don't have to throw one on the flex, but
you have to have three receivers.
Three receivers. That's right. Sorry. Yep. Okay, I'm glad we got him because more went off the board than I thought that would after that.
Wow.
Especially with, this guy team one's only got one running back right now. Although he's got a good team, no doubt about it.
I don't think
all right,
so.
guys, what are you thinking now here? We got our 4 and 2. We do need to take a quarterback at some point, and dang. It's not looking pretty.
I would get another receiver here. These guys are receiver hungry. We still got a guy I'll be honest. I like Michael Gallup a whole lot. I like Julian Edelman. I know he's the top on the board. I think Cam Newton's going to hit Edelman just as much as Tom Brady did last year. And Bill Belichick knows where his winners are. It's a redraft. I don't care how old he is. The guy gets open, and they're going to be playing from behind this year. Their defense is really hurting. And so for me, it's Edelman. But, you got other guys out down there like Christian Kirk. Brandon Cooks could be the number one in Houston. Michael Gallup. The Cowboys are going to probably, they have so many weapons, though. Marvin Jones. There's some really good players here. But I believe Edelman is one that keeps getting faded, and I think it's a mistake. I think he's really good.
In a redraft, this is a no-brainer to me. It just is.
He gets 150 targets every year. He had 153 last year.
He had 153 targets last year. It's Julian Edelman. It's redraft league. He's the number one guy there, number one target. The only other thing they have is N'Keal Harry, and who knows.
Yeah.
Are we on agreement on this one?
He's a wide receiver 3 for us. Yeah.
He's going to be the Cam Newton's new Steve Smith.
Exactly.
He's going to be the one guy out there that he knows he can trust, and he's going to be using a lot.
That's
Look
the word.
All the receivers going. Burrow went before Mayfield and Roethlisberger. Okay.
You know what I find interesting is, I'm looking at the quarterbacks. Yeah, so Mayfield and Burrow just went.
Mm-hmm. Roethlisberger.
So who all has a quarterback? Does everybody have a quarterback?
Let me pull it back over.
I think
you got 2 on one. You got 2 on the second one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. I'm not even worried about quarterback right now. Everybody's got one, and half the teams have 2.
Yeah, the one thing, and I'll speak to this because this happened recently to me. You want to be careful. People will start running on that third quarterback, and they can catch you with your pants down. So I'm not saying we have to do that right now, but
if they catch us with our pants down, we'll just show them Satan's taint.
I'll tell you, man, it's a bad feeling to be sitting there knowing that you push deep on the quarterback pick and you see those third quarterbacks start going off for people. But hey, you remain calm. If there's still picks.
There's still a bunch of quarterbacks out there. We need a fourth receiver, and Christian Kirk is
David Montgomery is here at Kareem Hunt.
Oh wow! In the 8th round,
is still there.
Guys,
we're trying to take some more running backs. These guys, golly, what are we going to do?
Well, we have no backup receivers.
No, we don't have any, and there's some good ones right here.
And I hate saying the word need. But when you're in the 8th round, I think Christian Kirk could easily be a wide receiver 2, a wide receiver 3. He's going to be a bye week fill-in for us, and I would feel confident in any week putting him out there.
Look, the only other person that they could take him, and they probably will. Somebody probably will take him by the time he gets back to us.
Who, Christian Kirk?
Yeah,
but he's the highest-rated receiver on the board.
Yeah, I know, man. Here, this is the draft predictor. It's 58%, which means it's probable that he will be gone. But if we didn't get Christian Kirk, would you be happy coming back around to get somebody else, or do you see what I'm saying? Where do you think?
For me, I would have already taken Kirk. I love the guy. I love the offense they're in. We got to have he's what I consider a very, very high upside guy, and he's going to be number 4 for us. And so I would feel much more happy. I would feel much more confident with him than I would waiting and getting a Mike Williams or an Emmanuel Sanders or a Preston Williams who's coming off an injury.
Okay. Yeah. What do you think, Chad?
No, I mean, I think there are some other receivers in here that I like, especially in a redraft league. But I think Kirk is our best play. I like Darius Slayton a lot this year. I think he's somebody that people are sleeping on a bit. But I would rather, I mean, you put the 2 up in front of me, I'm probably going to take Kirk every time.
Well, I'm going to tell you what I think. I think you're both out of your minds that we let David Montgomery slip by us in the 8th round, but I'll do your thing.
Wait. Kenneth, you bring up a good point. I mean,
here's the thing. We have 3 flex spots. We have 2 regular flex and a super flex. And we don't have a quarterback yet.
He's going to get the ball. He's going to get 250 touches. To get a guy like that in the 8th round, I agree.
Well, and I think the important thing you said there is that we don't have a quarterback yet, and we know what's left on the QB board. So there's a very good chance we might be playing running back
position player.
So that could be a little insurance on that.
That's my vote is for David Montgomery, but I'm okay either way. Whatever you guys want to do. I mean, we're looking really good, guys.
I think you talked me into it. I think you talked me into it.
Let's see what happens.
Wait, you want to take another one? Let's take him.
Let's take him.
All right. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Look at our running back stable.
Yeah. David Montgomery's an RB5.
Oh, there goes the guys that we.
Man, all 3 of the ones that I wanted went. Okay.
Now we take Kareem Hunt.
Oh my, no, we can't. But that would be a good pick, especially if it was a dynasty.
Go to receivers. Let's see what we got. So, believe it or not, you got Jamison Crowder. I don't like the offense he's in, even though he's a target machine. I don't know what's going on with that offense. Sterling Shepard.
Didn't somebody just opt out?
Always hurt. Anthony Miller looked good, but he's always hurt. And everybody's really high on Anthony Miller, but I don't see it. I'm telling you, A-Rob is going to be the first, second, third look. A lot of people are going to get burned.
Shepard is the number 2, right? In New York.
Who?
Sterling Shepard.
They really mixed the ball up, and who knows what's going to happen there. But Mike Williams,
Golden Tate. Jeez.
You know, you got Golden Tate, Slayton, Shepard, but you know what? Evan Ingram might end up being the guy if he's healthy. And Barkley, remember Barkley might get 100 targets. But
it's getting ugly, boys. If we don't get one pretty soon, quarterback, we're going to be sucking wind on it. Is there anybody there that you really like that you like enough to risk?
I believe we need a backup receiver. I would go Preston Williams. Of course, we might be able to get him later, another round.
I think he'll be there.
None of those guys excite me. None of those guys excite me. If you want to grab a quarterback and be done with it, but I don't think many people. I mean, Kirk Cousins looks good right there. He's one of the most consistent quarterbacks in the league, and he's very underrated.
Let me ask you this: how do you feel about taking? If we didn't take one here, we're probably going to end up with you know what? And I'd probably be okay with it, but like Sam Darnold and Phillip Rivers,
Drew Lock, Phillip Rivers. I mean, there's a bunch of guys out there that we could take that, you know what, they're not going to be the leaders, but they're not.
It's true, but you know what? We're going to want 3, and we want to have 3 that are starting.
Well, not if they're going to be worse than Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point, Dave.
I mean, actually, great Aaron point. Jones, Jonathan Taylor, and David Montgomery sitting there. They're all horses.
We're in a tough spot. We're in a tough spot. All right, let's make a decision.
I say we go receiver.
Yeah.
Okay, which one do you like the best, guys? It's a coin flip for me anywhere in here. Justin Jefferson, I wouldn't mind having, but he'll be there later, I think.
I mean, yeah, I would think Preston Williams probably.
Okay.
Preston Williams has incredible high upside, and we've already got Parker.
All right, I took him. I don't know if yeah, okay.
They didn't like that pick for us, but we felt kind of wedged.
Yeah, I didn't like it either, and so you know what? But we got so much depth. I mean, look, Kirk Cousins did go off the board. If you want to go ahead and in the 10th round take a quarterback,
yeah. And there's still, I mean, you still got Phillip Rivers, still got Bridgewater, you still got Minshew. Like, there's.
Well, let's talk about these quarterbacks. Who do you like
on the quarterback side?
I mean,
here I like the safe bet for me is Phillip Rivers. He's going to produce a solid floor. You have to play one. We know that. I'm okay with anybody in that category. I think Teddy Bridgewater might be the surprise. There's a chance, but I think we can get Teddy on the. I don't know. Y'all thinking we might need to take 2 in a row?
I'll tell you. My philosophy on quarterback now is I like a quarterback with a strong floor. And how do you get a strong floor? Rushing yards. Gardner Minshew was top 5 in rushing yards, didn't even play a full season.
Great point.
And so you get a guy that can give you top 4, top 5 rushing. He could, he's going to scrambling for his life. And if he can get you 20, 30, 40 yards on the ground with all those games,
and that also eliminates
throwing opportunities. I think Gardner Minshew, I like him a lot. And I know our boy Jesse loves him. And you know what? I'm starting to see his ADP rise. But I like that rushing floor. And so he would be my pick.
Yeah, you guys have heard us mention Jesse a couple times here. He's our DFS expert, and he's a Jacksonville fan. You can catch him at Jax Commish on Twitter. That's JAX Commish.
He'd be proud of us if we take Gardner Minshew.
Let's do it for Jesse.
Yep, we're going to do it for Jesse. Hey, guys.
My boy, Jesse.
While we're talking about Jesse down there, make sure you guys, this has nothing to do with Jesse, but make sure you go over to HammerCast.com and join the Hammer Nation for that chance to give away, get yourself a giveaway this month. Make sure you subscribe to all the channels, and you can find us on podcast everywhere you listen to them. Gardner Minshew on our team, boys. The Mustachio.
Man, I still see running backs out there I like. But you know what I would do, guys? Honestly, I would take Drew Lock.
They're very similar, aren't they?
What I like about Drew Lock is, number one, he's got a big cannon. He's got lots of weapons. He played in an SEC team, and he had 500,000 yards I mean, he was amazing. And we were talking about him last night on another live show I was on, and he was very well thought of by the entire panelists.
They did. Yeah, they did.
And the thing about Locke is they've got him in. I mean, he is a big guy, got a big arm, got all that talent around him, a great running game. I believe in Locke. And so we would have 2 quarterbacks. Even if we only went with one, we have options, and they both have safer floors than what people would typically think. So, but we're also sitting there with only one backup receiver.
Oh, we could get the hookup on the way back with Fant and Locke if you wanted to.
I think we got a better chance of taking Fant right now and getting Locke on the way back.
Okay, you think so? Do y'all like that idea?
I'm a fan of stacking.
We better get Locke now if we're going to get him.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't want Jasicki. We've already got 2 Miami.
Yeah, we don't need a Dolphin receiver.
Yeah, let's
Chad,
do
thoughts.
Yeah, and I if we're not going to do Locke, I'd look at receiver again here. But I would let's just go quarterback, and
then we don't have to worry about it.
Out of our mind.
Of course, yeah.
I actually really like David Carr too. Yeah, he's so underrated.
Hey, we just got the steal.
Hey, all right. Let's pull this over so everybody can see.
Fant went.
Oh, I'm surprised Fant went. Really?
Yep.
Let's look at receiver.
Yep.
Okay, guys. If we're going too fast for you, you can always pause. We can't show everything at one time. So if you wanted to see that other side of the board, you can just pause or back up and go back and see it. But we'll show you everything here again in a minute. Okay, wide receivers. Ooh, I love that guy.
Oh, not me.
Curtis
I like
Samuel?
him. No, I like Curtis Samuel.
No, I accidentally hovered over him. I meant, yeah.
I'm becoming more and more a fan of Alan Lazard.
Chad really likes him.
I do. I like Curtis Samuel too, but I think Lazard's going to have a monster year.
Rodgers is raving about him, and so
he loves him. He's going to be drawing, discount coverage,
right
all the time.
I think he's going to surprise a lot of people. He's the clear cut number 2, whereas Curtis Samuel's probably going to be number 3 or 4 because McCaffrey and DJ Moore are 1 and 2, and then you can
get him late in every single draft. He's there at the end.
But I also really like Paris Campbell right here. I think Lazard might be a better pick, but
I don't necessarily like, and both of these guys are like this, and I'll do it here because these aren't guys we're planning on starting right away. They're going to be fill-ins, really, unless they break out. But what I was going to say is I don't necessarily like having the running back wide receiver combo as much as the quarterback wide receiver combo. And both of those, we're going to be starting their quarter or running back. I'm okay with either one. I like both of them, but that's just if we were planning on starting them right away, I'd probably go somewhere else. But I think both of them have a chance for breakouts. Thoughts, concerns, agrees?
For me, I would probably go Lazard. I could definitely see if somebody wanted to go Samuel here. I wouldn't think that was crazy or anything. So
I would go Lazard.
All right, let's do it. I'm with you. Plus, that's just a cool name.
Lazard King.
The Lazard King.
Nice.
All right, so we were the last one to take a wide receiver.
I say
there was one tight end taken off the board, which I like Hawkinson, but he's gone now.
Well, do you want to look at those tight ends?
Yeah, we're going to need to it's the 13th round, guys. And there's some good ones that we like, but before too long, it's going to get, man, I don't know, man. They're all the same to me at this point.
I'm on the Jonnu train at this point. I think Tannehill's got to throw to somebody, and Jonnu is he's an athletic freak. I think he's going to be on the field for 90% of the snaps, and Tannehill's very efficient. He became one of his favorite targets at the end of the year. Jonnu Smith, I believe, has for sure top 5, top 8 upside. Not saying he's going to finish top 5, but I know that he's going to finish as a tight end 1 if he stays healthy. And so I'm on Jonnu. Plus, I'm a homer, and I don't want Gesicki because of the situation. Goddard, I love Goddard, but Jonnu's going to be a much – boy, Goddard's pretty though.
I think Goddard, actually. We don't have any shares of anybody that I know of. Let me see, make sure. We don't have anybody up there, and those guys, as we know, and we've talked about this 100 times, but the Eagles target tight ends more than anybody else in the league. And if something were to happen to Ertz, it's all Goddard's.
Right. But having a tight end 1, look, a lot of people's got their tight ends, and so we might be able to grab them both. But I mean, for me, I think Jonnu is the pick. But
yeah, if it's a coin flip for you guys, I'm good with going with the homer.
Mm-hmm.
My last name is Smith, and I'm a Titans fan, so I think that settles it. Chad, how you feel?
No, I like Smith. Right. Goddard, has the potential to be, full time, and he's still going to catch the balls in the secondary role. But if you look at how Johnny Smith closed the season and in the playoffs, the dude has potential to be a top 5 tight end this year. Absolutely.
Well, let's just go ahead and grab him.
All right. I'm okay with that.
It came around to us, and that gives us Goddard and Jonnu. Now we got options.
Yeah, now we got them both.
All right, we've got 2 more picks left.
Real quick before you hit that,
okay.
You want to look at quarterback and see if there is a third quarterback that is
I'm
really
good.
Yeah.
There's nobody up there that I would play over one of these running backs.
Nope.
No.
0.
So I just wanted to check.
And you know what? That's good for our listeners to know. You don't have to do that. I mean, we planned on the potential of using a stud bull running back, bell cow, in that quarterback, flex position if we had to. That allowed us to really bulk up on our skill position players. And so, I'm feeling really good about this team. And we do have two quarterbacks, and I think they could both surprise. They both have decent floors. They have a lot of talent around them. They're both going to be in game script positive,
And you know what?
roles.
If Drew Lock is getting 20 points a game, we'll throw him up there in that super flex.
Right. And so,
or Minshew, whichever,
we lock in Goddard, and then we get a wild card pick in our last pick.
Yeah. Again, guys, there are no, in this particular roster construction, there are no kickers, no defenses. So that's why
what I'm praying to happen is we take Goddard right here and then come around and get Paris Campbell.
That'd be
what I was going to tell you earlier, T.Y. Hilton's already nursing soft tissue problems with his legs.
Yeah, I know.
And Phillip Rivers loves throwing to that slot position. Keenan Allen and Paris Campbell's in that slot role. So let's just pray we get Dallas Goedert here, get Paris Campbell on the last pick.
Let's do it. I'm with you, man. Oh, God. I wish this was my actual team. Guys, by the way, these aren't these are computers, but it's all based on expert consensus rankings.
There we go. Last pick of the draft. If you could click on receiver, let's see where he is. There he is right there.
Yes. Whatever you want. You want Campbell or Samuel? I like Campbell. I like Samuel
Campbell
too.
has the most upside.
God, they both have great upside.
I love Paris
Campbell. The thing is I like the fact that that Paris Campbell, both of them are so good, guys. They really are. I'm good with either one. We don't have any shares of a Carolina player.
I think Campbell could be the target. I think he could lead the team in targets.
Yeah, I agree.
He actually could. Yeah.
With T.Y. already showing, he's already been injury prone, and now he's started the season yet.
He's an old guy. He's had a lot of injuries. He's not even playing in the slot.
Yeah,
a B. You're crazy.
I know they dinged us on a couple reaches there, but A
or B is good. But
expert consensus rating, you get an A or a B, you're fine. Our strategy was strong running backs up front. A lot of people were grabbing those quarterbacks. Think about this, guys. We got Saquon Barkley, Nick Chubb, Aaron Jones, Jonathan Taylor, and David Montgomery. Okay, and it's not like we got chopped liver at Robert Woods, Devontae Parker, Julian Edelman. We got a team here. This
is the best team I've ever drafted.
Think about that. Yeah. When we have to go up against somebody and they look at our lineup and they're like, "Whoa,
yeah, Saquon Barkley." First of all, that was dumb that he slipped to us at number 5. But Saquon Barkley and Nick Chubb, we got Nick Chubb in the second round, late, mid
2-8.
The steal of the draft, which Aaron Jones, but Jonathan Taylor could be, because we believe that he could be a top 5 running back this year as a rookie. This is insane.
4th round.
And David Montgomery, like you said, Dave, a while ago, he's going to get 250 carries or more.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. I think it's a good team. And but we wanted to show you guys, that you don't have to go balls to the wall with quarterbacks just because it's a super flex. And there's several different strategies you can deploy. And Kenneth brought up the point earlier. You don't have to play a quarterback in that role. And if you want to load up with skill players like running backs and receivers, and remember, once you get into the league, you're going to have all that value because injuries are going to happen, and you're going to have trade bait big time, and people will get desperate, and you will get more value during the season in a trade opportunity when you have all those stud running backs and everybody.
Well, you know what? Good point, Dave. And here's what I really like about this is this middle category, the starters category. We're ranked number 2.
Yeah.
Coming in with the 5th draft pick.
I'm surprised it's not number 1.
We're ranked number 2. We should be number 2. You want to see who Team 6 has? You can't have a better.
Well, I think they're discounting, some of the upside picks we made. That's most likely what we're seeing there.
There's no way. We're way better than that team.
Yeah.
I love Kamara, but not better than Barkley. I love David Johnson, not.
And guys, we just get on Fantasy Pros or go on Sleeper or whatever
you'll have fun
platform. get out there and mock draft. And you know, it's funny because last year I must have done 200 mock drafts. It's fun, and it really truly gives you an idea, and you can start seeing patterns before they even really develop. When you're talking about runs and things like that, positional runs.
Yeah.
And so get out there, mock draft. And once you really get good at it, you'll start getting these A's, A minuses, A pluses almost every draft, and that's when you know you're pretty much ready. But this was one way to go about it. Obviously, you guys who keep up with us, you know that we are very, very running back pro heavy drafters, and I
think it worked.
I'm not going to apologize for that.
Hey, Dave, I'm going to throw this out there and let me know what you guys think. What if our listeners and viewers here, if they wanted to participate in a mock draft like this with us and maybe take one of these other teams and just kind of play with us, and we'll do a video on it. What if we just put that out there? They can DM us. They can get David there at HammerJacks1 on Twitter. Chad at C8. You can see it right there, CH.
Or what we could do is we could put a couple of tweets out there and say we're going to be doing
we're going to do a mock draft.
We'll do a mock draft podcast
and hang out and
just say if you want to sign up, just give me your information and we'll send it out. And 10 minutes before the pod starts, we'll get them on there. We'll do it.
Yeah, we can do
that'd be a lot of fun.
Like a live show while it's going on. That'd be something fun we could do.
Actually, that's a great idea. Yeah, let's just do it live. That'll be fun.
All right, let's work on that.
All right, guys. Hey, before we let you go, make sure that you go over to HammerCast.com and join the Hammer Nation. Chad already mentioned it to you, but we've got some great giveaways in August. It's winner's choice and is sweet stuff. You can find it right there on the homepage. We've got some awesome articles that have come out from our team members. And you know what? Just keep listening, keep grinding, and make sure you share our content. And you know what? Let us know how we're doing. Dave, you got any final thoughts?
No, man. Thanks, guys. We look forward to the next pod.
Thank you very much. David, good to see you. Chad, any final thoughts?
Not just, you mentioned articles on the site. There's several new ones that have come out over the last few days. There's really good piece on there today from one of our writers, Kevin, on if you're a commissioner in a league and you kind of have questions about what you should do in regards to COVID-19 and how it might impact the season and thus your fantasy leagues. It's a great article on there that gives you some ideas on how to mitigate some of the question marks that we have out there. So give it a read.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you both so much. It's been another fun one, and I can't wait to do it again. We'll do one very soon. Keep your eyes open, guys. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on iTunes, all the places you watch social media and videos. But one of the easiest places is HammerCast.com. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
Did you get all that? If not, make sure you head over to HammerCast.com, subscribe, and join the Hammer Nation. Until next time, keep grinding.